So now that I'm setting off here, I just wanted to make a video about why I haven't been uploading and what's been going on and stuff like that. So I was wanting to make videos fairly regularly, and I was like trying to think of ideas of like things I could do about the car and stuff like that. And as that was going on, I was working on a bike, like my bike and my dad's bike, and then just riding around and enjoying that. And as all that was going on, we ended up in quarantine because unfortunately my lady ended up getting COVID. So that kind of put a damper on things, and she got it, she got over it, she's back to work. And the way they set things up and how they go about it and their whole process, I'm still on quarantine. But I mean, I know I'm like out and about now, I'm in my car, but I just left the garage. I'm driving around to make this video, and I'm gonna go back in the garage, back in the house. So that's kind of put a damper on things. And I mean, we have other stuff going on, like her and I do we got a Twitch show that we do on the weekends, so that keeps us busy. And this past weekend it was just me, so because obviously she was sick, but we got that going on. So I mean, while we're at home, that's what we do. But I'd still like to make videos and edit and, you know, upload those and stuff like that. But obviously, due to the status of things, I'm not exactly able to do that. But I figured it's been a while, so I want to get an update and get this out there and stuff like that. And for those who haven't had to deal with COVID or what it's about or really know anything about it, let that know. People say that it's as bad as the flu, or it's just like the flu, and kind of underplay it. I can't necessarily speak because I wasn't the one that had it. She had it, but I was obviously in the house with her when she had it, and, you know, taking care of her and make sure that she had everything she needed and stuff, and just witnessing what it was like to have it and all that an individual goes through. And I don't know, it's pretty bad. I mean, granted, she's over the sickness part, but she's still technically like getting over it, because I mean, we're pretty active. Like, we do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and like I fight and I do Muay Thai, and she does, you know, jits regularly, and like we work out regularly. So going from being fairly active to not being able to leave the room, you know, or the bed for 2 weeks or however long it was, to like getting back into the swing of things. You know, she still has to rebuild her endurance, like her stamina and stuff like that. And I mean, we still haven't been to the gym because I'm still on quarantine, and, you know, just to stay on the safe side of things. You know, with me being on quarantine, she doesn't want to go like out in public or roll with other people, bring that, you know, the possibility to bring that to our gym. So, you know, we haven't been at the gym for quite some time, a few weeks. But, you know, the end of my quarantine comes up next week, like next Tuesday, I believe. So, you know, after next week we'll get into it. But that coupled with other things, you know, not making videos, and it's still there in my mind. I'm like, I know I gotta get videos. This is the reason I bought this GoPro and like bought the laptop for editing and bought the equipment I did and stuff like that, is to like get into making videos and, you know, doing all that. But I don't know, I've done a few things to my car. It's what we're in now. You know, like I've done intake, exhaust, like minor cosmetic things, like I put wheel spacers on, and I got these Vega Motorworks window vents, so like not a whole bunch. And in my previous video I stated that I didn't want to do anything like too serious because I wanted to keep it, because eventually like getting RS, you know. And then here lately I've been thinking like, oh well, maybe I should keep it, you know, just like continue to do that, because I mean, I got this car because my last one got hailed out, so I bought this one with insurance money. And I always wanted an RS, and then due to the environment that I live in, you know, preferably all-wheel drive would be beneficial. But you know, previous cars that I had front-wheel drive, I didn't ever have any issue with snow and like getting anywhere. So this one may not be that bad. So I might keep it, and I don't know, like, try to kill some of that wind noise. So you know, this one may not be that bad, but I don't know. It's, if I'm honest, I'm honestly, you know, I'd say that I'm into bikes now, like more than I am cars, like motorcycles. Like I got a V-Star, and I'm getting her into bikes, and she has, you know, she's got this dinky little scooter, you know, and I haven't really been doing much videos about the car and stuff like that. And honestly, the car's been kind of neglected because I use my bike as my commuter. Like, I drive that every single day. Like, I go to work, I come back from work, I usually take it like going to class or like going to the gym and stuff like that, unless, you know, it's on a day for like Muay Thai or something, to where I'll, you know, I bring my bag with my gloves and stuff in it and go to class that way. Then I'll just toss my bag in the back seat and go out that way. Or, you know, if she doesn't want to drive her vehicle, then we'll take mine to go get groceries, or, you know, we'll go out shooting and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a few things that I dabble in. So like cars, motorcycles. I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm into guns. I mean, I fight. I play video games. That's part of, so when her and I don't do our, you know, our show, on the weekends, I usually try to stream, like, me playing whatever game and do that. So, I mean, like I was saying, I don't have the biggest audience, but for those who, like, want to stick around or interested in anything, like I said, there's like a multitude of things that I do, you know, or that I have interests in, or like hobbies, I guess you could say. You know, so I could dabble into any one of those. So if anybody's interested in one of, like, any of those, like motorcycles, you want me to stick with car stuff, we can do that. Video games, you know, I could stick on those. Gun stuff, I could show you like guns that I have or what I'm working on, things like that. So it's kind of up to you guys. I mean, all of those things I live with every day, so it's not a hassle for me to, you know, pick up a GoPro and make a video about whatever it is that I'm doing. Or I could do all those things, you know, and just go off about that. And I know the whole YouTube's not big into the whole like gun thing, so it's whatever. And like I said, I don't have the biggest audience, and I'm not making any money, so I don't have to worry about like getting demonetized, because like that's not a thing that I was ever concerned with beforehand. So, but yeah, I just wanted to make this video to like touch base for those that watched, you know, my previous video and things like that, about like, oh well, is this guy gonna do like a part 2 to the last video? Because the last video I made was the things I love about this car, and you know, I was gonna make another one about like things I don't like about it, or like 5 things that suck and this and that. So I mean, I still might do that. I still probably will, but you know, I'm in the process of buying another bike, and I'm riding my current bike around. And yesterday I just took my friend out because he's never rode a motorcycle in his life, so like he wants to learn, so I'm like teaching him. I could do a video about that. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I have going on to occupy my time. So I mean, I could be doing any one of those. I mean, I go back to work next week, so I'll probably be doing videos like on the weekends. I'd like to upload a lot more regularly than I have been, obviously. So I'm gonna try to do one at least once a week. It'll most likely come out on the weekends. But yeah, that's the rundown of what's been going on and why I haven't been active and looking for the future. But I mean, it could be up to you guys. I'll just make a video. I could make a video about any one of those things and see which one does best. But yeah, no, for whoever's watching, if there's anything in particular you want to see